Very simply, about 20 years ago, perhaps slightly more now, I realised that I suffered from clinical depression. I then Googled and read everything, and discovered that it's quite normal to discover in your 40s and 50s that you suffer from it all your life. And that what I thought was a spiritual experience at age 12, when I looked at this woman with my mother and thought, why am I supposed to love that woman? And I thought I'd get back to my spiritual experience before I met my maker. Unfortunately, it was my first acquaintance with whatever depression is. So I realised about 48, 49, when everything was wonderful, I had a very bad brush with depression. And my wife stopped me doing things in the world of mental health. She said I could come to terms with it myself, which was very wise advice. But over the last 10 years, as I've learned how to deal with it, as I've learned more about it, I've got more involved trying to help others.
Were you scared?
No, I felt like S.H. blank. It's just horrible. Just to be absolutely plain, I recognise objectively that when I got clinical depression, which I have had now since 2007, by the way, so I'm getting something right. Doesn't mean to have been very depressed. That's a different thing altogether. My clinical depression is the worst thing I've ever had. Much worse than breaking my leg in temptation, which I did once. But objectively, my clinical depression is a light version of it. If I compare myself with a lot of people I know, for example, I don't really know him, but Stephen Fry, whom I hugely admire, clearly has, if I'm 3 out of 10, he's 9 out of 10. So even my 3 out of 10, it's horrible. It's a very nasty experience. Not to be confused with what I call small d depression. Being tough, things go wrong, you get sacked, someone dies, and you feel miserable about it. So that's quite different from being